Anything you want, anything you need. Your mind's got the key ingredient, it's belief. They'll deceive with the negativity, but I just slide right by.
Yo, what's good, YouTube? This is Foggy24K, rocking out for the stupid DeFi channel. I'm not no financial advisor. This is no financial advice. Make sure you do your own research, and I'm telling you, do not invest more than you can afford to lose, because it's crazy out here on these DeFi streets, and there's someone waiting on every corner to take your bag straight up. Yo, it's good, YouTube. I'm up in the spot, yo. I just can't, your Optimus just feel like home. I just gotta stop here every day. It's just home. I just can't leave it, straight up. So we're looking at Optimus, and you know, everybody know it's dumping, so I'm not even gonna talk about the revenue. I ain't gonna talk about nothing burned. I'm not gonna talk about the market cap. Let's go straight to the charts. Woo! Look at this, look at this, look at this. I'm gonna get right into it and talk some truths straight up, because this is stupid DeFi channel and we ain't playing no games here. I'm not in nobody's Telegram, I'm not in nobody's Discord, I'm not on no AMA. I'm speaking right here to the stupid DeFi community, because yo, we getting it in over here and we talking about straight money. Now, if it wasn't for the stupid DeFi community, if it wasn't for the fact that I like this Optimus project and I really believed it in the very beginning, and if it wasn't for the fact that I like DeFi dude, and I don't know him personally, it's just because he's made me money, straight up. So I like him, all right? And it'd be up to me to let him lose me money. So I can't, if I make money with him, I'm happy and I like him. If I lose money, I can only be mad at myself, straight up. Now, this is the only reason why I'm taking the time to drop a couple of truths here from my perspective, okay? Let me make it clear, from my perspective. And this is what I'm looking at here. I like this project, but I think I'm going to say what I'm feeling, and I can't say if it's what everybody's feeling, but a disservice in the messaging, okay? When I say disservices, when DeFi dude pops up and makes a video, we got to equate that to a CEO coming to give an explanation on why the company has lost $1 million or whatever over the course of one day, okay? But we don't get that when he comes on. So, and I'm not bashing DeFi dude, and I'm hope he's hearing me, you know what I mean? And just respects what I'm saying the same way he will respect the John Sellers or this person or that person. But you don't have to. It's up to you. You know what I mean? I know he comes through and checks the videos, and I appreciate that. I'm sure the whole stupid DeFi channel appreciates that. So I hope he appreciates what I'm saying here. You have about 6,000 holders of this token, okay? So in turn, you have 6,000 investors, okay? When you come up and do a video, we're past the nostalgic stage where all you have to do is pop up and say some words, and now the price shoots through the roof. We're all past that, okay? Now, when you pop up these 6,000 investors that you have who entrusted whatever money they have in this project, needs to hear some things, needs to hear some answers, you know, to questions that are definitely on all of our minds. And, you know, I think once you get into have a project that is over $2-3 million, at that point, it's beyond the point of the messaging department just popping up on a whim and just saying whatever and then getting off. Because I think the messaging is wrong, and really need to take some money, that money that you give to Ray or that money that you give to John Sellers or whatever to promote on YouTube, scrap that. Give some money to a professional who can write you up a message. You don't have to read it word for word, but hit some points that are going to keep your investors comfortable riding this wave that you got going on right now, for real. Because just jumping up and saying we got partnerships coming with EMP, we're going to cut the rates in half, so that's going to help stop the pressure on the bots, you know, pushing the price down or whatever. That messaging is not cutting it, and I think you really need to pay someone to help you give good messaging. You continue to be the messenger, but you need to give better messaging to make your investors. You got 6,000 and something investors, so you need to make, unless you don't care about 3,000 to 4,000 of them and you're trying to shake them out. You know, the messaging was that you're looking for big investors now. So corporate worlds like to push price down to make it attractive to the big investors, and then they'll get in. But when you're pushing price down, you're pushing out all the people who you're not making feel comfortable in this project. So they're leaving at a loss. So in turn, I just don't want to believe that that's what you're doing. I just don't want to believe that's what DeFi dude is doing. You know what I mean? But I'm saying this to the stupid DeFi channel. I'm saying I don't want to believe that's what he's doing from the outside. Like I said, I got out. I don't even know what the price I got out at, but I took my money out. I took my money out. Okay. And not because I didn't believe in the project, but I'm really not believing in the communication department. Give us better communications. Okay. I mean, this price is all down here now. We don't even hear about the bots no more. You know what I mean? I mean, weeks ago, we were talking about how we can show trades or whatever, but you don't even hear about that no more. I mean, those are things that are important to the people here, because I know when most of the people that got in because they were sold on the fact that the bots are going to be able to sustain a price floor. And that's all we kept hearing in the very beginning. Unbreakable floor, unbreakable floor. Okay, we've come to accept the fact that that's not realistic. Okay, so is this a different product now? Are there no bots, or is there a bot but they can't really control what's going on? I mean, if there is a bot, the bot is not really fighting the sell pressure. The bot is fighting the communication department, who's not doing a good job of supporting the bot. So I ain't gonna rant on too much longer about that. You know what I mean? And I'm not ranting in a frustration because I'm losing money. I'm ranting in this is not even a rant. This is a friendly suggestion on the project. Spend some money on somebody to write you something up, some bullet points when you come on your YouTube channel, opposed to just getting up there and flying off the top of the head with some stuff and making all the 6,000 investors feel like you didn't even take the time. We're not worth you taking the time to even give a message. You know, even if y'all got all these plans in the background that you know 100% going to work, 100%. Say something. These investors are your people. You know, they're your people. And the price shows how your people are feeling about you right now. So give them a message they can live with. Straight up, or give us a message we can live with. I'm itching to buy back in. You know what I mean? I bought back in at, what was it, about 50, where are we at? 58 cents. I bought up back in right in here. I dropped a little bag back in there with my own personal stop loss. Had to take me out. I took myself out. It was right at this level here. And I said, if it gets down into 57, 56, I'm out. And it did. So I got out. You know, I only dropped a little bag in there because now when DeFi Dude, at the end of Truth Seekers presale, DeFi Dude continued to talk about Optimus. Now, that was a great time for him to give a good message, but he didn't give a good message to me. So that's why there was nothing that was going to make me ride this out at all. So that's why I had my own personal stop loss. I said, if it gets down here to 57, I bought it at 58. If it gets down to 58 cents, if it gets down to 57, I'm out, because I got nothing in the messaging that made me feel like there's anything that's happening right now that's going to turn this price around. Okay. And I wasn't riding it long term. I was only going to ride it back up to about 70 cents and then get out, but it never turned around. And that was because of the messaging. God, if you can't do it yourself or your team, y'all get together and say, yo, we need to hit on these points. And DeFi Dude, go back to, you have to put your mindset back to when you were an investor in a project. What did you want? Did you want to hear to make you continue to believe in that project? But if you're taking the point, if you're giving your messaging from the point of view that you're the millionaire dude who's dropped $1 million in this project and you know it's going to work, whatever, and you're giving that message to people who are not coming from that perspective, nobody's going to grasp that. Nobody's going to fly over everybody's head, and they're going to think you bullshitting them, or you don't even care enough to give them something they can relate to. So that's all I'm saying about that. So we see, looking at these charts, we see this is on a free fall. How far down is it going to go? Is it going to get back to 30 cents? Is it going to fall through 30 cents? Who knows? I only continue to talk about this project, like I said, is because I'm not going to say a lot of people, but I'm sure somebody got in it because of watching one of my videos. And I hate to just walk away from it saying to myself, well, I made money and you know, rub my hands and watch and walk away from it. You know what I mean? If I hear it's pumping again, maybe I'll come back. You know what I mean? But I'm not married to this project. And yo, stupid DeFi channel, we got to remember, we're not married to none of these projects. You know what I mean? And, you know, they're talking about bringing in big investors and all that kind of stuff. So that is a slap in the face to me as a small investor, because you show nothing to make that I would think that any big investor would be attracted to, unless you told them, yo, look, the price was up at $1.50. I can push it down to 30 cents, let you buy back in, and then you're going to make some big money and just ride us out with this. You know, maybe that's the plan, everybody. I don't know. But the messaging, if that's the plan, then the messaging is right on point. You know what I mean? The messaging is right on point. I mean, is it about every investor that you put this out to, that got this up to $1.50 or whatever? Is it about them, or is it about the big investors? And if it's the big investors got big because they don't buy at the top, everybody. They buy at the bottom. So is Optimus trying to push this down to the bottom? But I just don't even see how you could sell this to big investors. What's the only way you could sell this to big investors? If you said, look at this screen, we got this bot that can control this price. Watch me. I can take it down here to 30 cents. I can take it to 20 cents. And then once it gets there, I can bring it back up. You got to be able to sell a big investor on why they should get into this project. And a big investor is not going to buy. If I had big money, I wouldn't buy in because you're going to partner with EMP. Shit, if I was a big investor, I'd be saying, well, damn, maybe I need to look at EMP. What am I dealing with you for? You know, come on. If I was a big investor, I wouldn't invest with you because you're telling me I can get 5% because you can't guarantee me anything. And I'm looking at your chart. Trust me, big investors, the first thing, not even big investors, it should be any investor. First thing you look at is the chart. Look, I talk about drip all the time, drip chart. This is drip chart over the past, 8-9 months. Would a big investor invest into this? Are you kidding me? Okay, so let's look at Optimus chart. This is Optimus chart over the course of the last few weeks because Optimus don't got the time in that drip got. Drip got almost 2 years in now, going on 2 years. Okay, Optimus got 3 months. And this is what Optimus is doing in the last month. Only way I can see a big investor or especially a big investor, us smaller investors, we want to hope and a prayer and a dream. So we don't need a lot to get us to get in. Okay. Big investors, if you're talking about big investors, you're talking about somebody coming through to drop a few $1 million, but have people to answer to with those $1 million that they're dropping. Come on. How can they sell this to anybody? Unless, like I said, that they're telling them that they can push this price down where they can get a real good entry point and then they can ride this back up. But any smart investor to ride this back up, if you have, what is the product that you are selling the big investor? The bots? Okay, if you're selling them the bots, and you must be showing them the bots. But if you can show them the bots, why can't you show us the bots? If you showing them the trades, why can't you show us the trades? It's just not making no sense to me. But like I said, if we had a good communication department to come out and give a message, these questions wouldn't be out there, And then another thing, communication. You're selling, pushing truth seekers. How does Optimus stand beside truth seekers, pushing truth seekers so much? And we've heard nothing about a KYC. Now, I really don't care about that too tough because KYC and all that is not going to guarantee a project not going to go down. But it gives another layer of comfort to an investor knowing that they're not just investing their money to a black screen and a voice. Okay, but truth seekers, they got Optimus on board. Nobody's KYC. We just did an audit, which is, all right, fine, great audit. Okay, Animal Farm, no KYC, just an audit. Stable Fund is coming. Is there going to be a KYC? So far, I've only heard about an audit. We're talking about they're going to be able to watch their wallets. Yo, if Optimus was on a wallet watcher, this project will be dead because let's see how much money has been lost. What are we at now? Let's go back here. This is what we see here. Total revenue, $3,355,000. What was it yesterday? $5,657,000. Roughly off the top of my head, what is that? About 40% drop in revenue in one day? So if this was on a wallet watcher app, we heard a CEO from Truth Seekers, we'll send out an alert to everybody if it drops 20%. Well, this has dropped 40%. So at this point, everybody, the whole 6,000 people, let's just say 5,000, let's say 3,000 of them got the wallet watcher app. Okay. And they get an alert on their phone. Project has dropped. Total revenue in the project has dropped 40%. You think this chart right here is bad? Imagine about 3,000 holders making a run to pull their money up out of this. So come on. I'm trying to, the messaging is not working right here. That's all I want to say about it. And this was just a, friendly suggestion to the Optimus team. Okay, get the messaging together for real. The communication, because right now to me, that's what's deadening and killing this project. It ain't the Drew dude. It ain't this Drew. Everybody's forgot about that already. It ain't that. It's the messaging that comes from the team. You guys got to do a better job, straight up. But I'm still rocking with Optimus because I'm rocking with him. But my money ain't in it. I'm just watching from the outside because they've made a project where you don't have to stay locked in. You can watch from the outside and let them show improve and get back in if you wish. And people say, but you do it now, you're going to miss the big move. Well, I think it evens out because you missed the big drop too. You know what I mean? So if you missed the big drop, okay, then it makes a turnaround. So you get back in and you miss that 20% of that drop, but ride it up for 2X. If it does it, then you come out way ahead. You're never going to catch the very bottom. You're never going to catch the very top, So don't be shamed into wanting to protect your own money, your own assets, straight up, because you the one that's got to feed your family at night. You the one that's got to pay your rent. You the one that's got to look your spouse in the face and explain why whatever you invested is now down by 50%. And if the messaging team ain't giving you some ammunition to give some explanations, it's tough, straight up. So that's enough of that. Let's get over here to momentum, straight up. So I got 89 mass token up in here with a value of $141. Woo! What? That's going up like that? Yeah, I was looking at this earlier. It wasn't even $100. Let's look at the chart here. Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy. I don't even know why I said let's look at the chart, because it's doing nothing but going up. Straight up, it's just going up. Price is $1.57 now. Straight up. They always got more sells than buys. I don't know if that's part of the mechanism that keeps the price floating or whatever, but they always got more sells than buys, but the price is always constantly going up. Volume is going up. Transactions is going up. Liquidity is going up. Everything is going up on this. So it's a beautiful look here. Market cap is even going up a little bit. I'm loving it, loving it, loving it. Even the dividends distributed is going up. I'm about 50 cents. These, I don't know if I'm feeling like the dividends feel, I can't even measure if it feels low or not, because the way they're working with their dividends, it varies. So it matters off the transactions, how many people are in the project and stuff like that. So it's it's not a locked APY, so what's going on with the project, it matters on how much these divs are going to be. So it is what it is. Let's do some claiming here. Why did that pop out like that? All right, we got 26 mass tokens to claim. So let's get ahead and claim that straight up. So we're going to hit the claim button. We'll make a couple of changes here. See that there. Change that to 1. Save. Let's see if we're going to get that. That'll be about 8 cents. Firm. Nice. Transaction succeeded. Success. Straight up. That's what's up. All right. So now that went back to 0. On the 15th, I should be done with all these claims right here. Let's see what we got up here now. So we got 117 mass tokens. Let's refresh and see what all that's worth. All right, now that's up to $185. So that 185 is just the value of what I have claimed already. So in total, it'll end up being 141.9 mass tokens, which will be here, and whatever that value is there, and it should be more than what I paid for it, which I think I paid $1,000. So it should be more than $1,000 by next week. Oh, actually 2 weeks from now. So yeah, it should be more than $1,000 2 weeks from now, because the price is always going up. Momentum. That's what's up with that. Yeah, I want to get over here and talk about the big deal of the day. There, you see it. Boom. Truth Seekers. This thing sold out in 2 hours. They raised almost $2 million straight up. Yo, I'm excited about it. Hopefully I'm not let down. This will be my first pre-sale. Straight up. First pre-sale. No doubt. So we'll see what happens, But I'm looking at this thing to do what every coin that comes out does. It shoots to the moon as soon as it's released, is available. It shoots to the moon, then turns around and dumps. Is this going to be different? I don't see why it would be. So my plan is definitely, I already got the, let's look at these. Let's look at this. All right. This is the structure right here of their rewards. So this is Truth Seeker's structure of rewards. Okay. So today I just got into pre-sale, and I got this NFT coming to me once the project launches. Okay. As soon as it launches, I am hoping, at least a 2x to 3. Okay. And if I get that 2 to 3x, I am going to sell enough tokens just to take back my initial what I spent. So if I get the 3x, token shoots up, it'll be about 6,000. I'll take 2,000 out. I'll leave the 4,000 in there. So what I'll be doing, leaving that 4,000 in there, is I'm going to go ahead and stake it and just let it leave it in there. Leave it in there. If the project dies and they don't make all the things that they said they were going to make and what they're trying to do, well, I didn't really lose no money. Maybe I collect a little bit on these divs here, and I got a little bit off the staking. We'll see what happens. But planning on taking my initial out immediately on the run up on the which everybody else is going to do. They always do on these they always do that on these tokens. The initial run up, the people who got in the pre-sale and the seed sale, they dump, it dumps back down, and then the coin works its way back up slowly. So this is going to be a slow flow, my opinion, because all the things that they want to do, unless they got all this stuff set and ready to roll. I mean, they say they got their wallets. It's going to be ready to roll out next month. Was it next month on the wallets, or was it next month on the wallet watcher? One of the two. So, and then they got a whole lot of projects knocking on their door to do audits and stuff like that. So we'll see. We'll see. But for them to revolutionize and change the industry, that's going to take some time. Definitely going to take some time. So my plan is to get my initial out, throw the rest up here and stake it and collect here. If this Truth Seeker NFT over here that people got on the seed sale, I'm contemplating on buying that. I'm just not even sure yet. Maybe I'll miss out, but because right now I was going for $1,000. So let's take a look at it. This is Truth Seekers on tofu.net. I'll leave the description I'll leave the link in the description. So if you want to come over here and cop you one of these NFTs, these are the ones that sold on the seed round. Okay. And people invested $500. For every $500 they invested in the seed round, they got one of these NFTs. And right now the floor on this is 3.5, which is about $1,000. They say it was up as high as 1,500 at one point. Okay. I'm contemplating if this goes down a little bit, maybe, I don't know, back to $500, I'll snatch one up. Definitely. And still I was teeter-totter, and I was really, because today this was down to, I think this morning these were selling for about 8 and change. Okay, and then after the pre-sale ended, then it went up to about $1,000. But this was going for about 8 and change this morning. And I was so close. I was going to go ahead and pull the trigger and buy it. And I said, let me just wait a little bit. So I just didn't do it. I didn't do it. All right. But that's what's going on here with the truth seekers. One more thing I want to hit up. Blam, I ain't been here in a minute. Stable fun, stable fun, stable fun. Wow, I feel like so long ago. This used to be the place to be. We used to be over here partying, having a good time. All of that. Stable fun was the shit. Yo. And then it all came to, and then we came back to reality. So I thought I was done talking about stable fun, but they reeled me back in, you know? I hit the button to get my refund and all of that, and they said, nah, you ain't getting away that easy. So they made the pot a little too sweet for me to resist. So I went ahead and hit the V2 rollover. So I really came here today because I know it's a lot of people that rock with the Stupid DeFi channel that got down with this project, and I just wanted to keep them up to date on what's going on because I don't want them to lose out on nothing that they might have coming to them. So check it out. This is what I saw on Twitter today. This was important. Check it out. All my stable fund people out there who either got refund coming to them or rolling over into V2. They're saying that we'd like to remind everyone that the last day to make your decision to migrate or be refunded or to reset is December 5th. So that's the big day, everybody. You got to make a move before the 5th, because if you don't, they are saying if no action is taken by the deadline, your respective wallets will not be refunded, nor will they be rolled over. So if you got money coming to you, or you wanted to get in V2 with some money, if you don't make a decision by the 5th, yo, this is my reminder shooting out to all my stable fund people. Yo, the 5th, you got to do something. Got to make a move, or you're going to lose whatever you got coming to you. Straight up. What's people saying about this here? Us who already took action earlier before the reset button. Do we have to? They asking questions. So that's what they doing there. So, but yo, another thing I wanted to point out here with Twitter. This right here, yo, stable fund is getting with truth seekers, and they are going to get an audit from them. They're saying we're pumped to showcase truth seekers because we believe in making the space safe, not only for our community, but the space as a whole. So they're working with truth seekers now. I was coming through here. I saw my man Wood Nichols was good. He be on the channel, real talk. He over here. He putting it to him. He ain't letting him up easy for real. And he said, "Joe, we need Michael to be KYC straight up." Let me hit a hard on that. Let's see if it make a difference. Nah, I got to get signed in. All right, he putting it to him. All right, let's see what their reply was. TBH. Oh, TBH says he don't think this matters. What will it change to the platform performance? Another truth seekers audit of the Optimus team, also in the same boat, but also has not docs, but all seem to accept associated risk. That's what it is, you know, it's DeFi, and you got to weigh out your risk worth reward, because all these projects, even people have been KYC and docs or whatever, the project has still disappeared, you know, so, or drained or got an exploit or whatever the case may be, things that happen within the space. Let's see, truth seekers responded. They said it's about building transparency and moving forward, taking the right steps in the right direction. So that's what's going on there with stable fund. Yo, don't forget to hit that like button. Don't forget to hit the subscribe. Yo, if I brought you some value with these videos, please hit that subscribe button straight up. Yo, this is Fogey 24K rocking out for the Stupid DeFi channel, and I'm out.